Yo, if you guys can't see me, I do apologize. I don't have the best light right now, but the video must be done. Um, Today's topic, as you can see from the title, is why do we consume and not produce? As a man, it is very important to be a leader and not a follower. And that goes hand in hand with consuming versus producing. What do I mean by consuming and producing? Well, when you look at today's society, we sit here and we are, I like to call it, in a matrix, in a box of instant gratification, permanent enjoyment, constantly needing to fill a fix, someone like a drug addict, where we're scavenging for that new game or that new show or that new movie, whatever these things may be. These are the things that we're scavenging for. These are the things that we constantly look for to hit that dopamine in our brain, instead of thinking about what can we do to produce. Forget being the consumer, forget giving our attention as men to the lust and the ignorance of social media, the mindlessly scrolling social media where we are on TikTok and YouTube shorts and Instagram reels, even Facebook reels, and we constantly just keep scrolling up, scrolling down, scrolling up, scrolling down, looking for someone to do something stupid, looking for someone to do something funny, looking for that, woman, the beautiful woman on social media that we fantasize about, instead of trying to go produce that woman in real life. I guarantee you, if you look around wherever you live at in the world, beautiful women everywhere that you have access to, that you can go talk to. But guess what? You don't have the confidence, you don't have the discipline, and you rather be on social media looking at it and fantasizing about it and watching, the celebrities like Offset have Cardi B, Travis Kelce have Taylor Swift, Jay-Z have Beyonce, all these men that, are doing what they're supposed to do as men, and they have their woman. We sit here in our homes, in our little box, and we watch and we judge these men, and we sit and wish, I wish I could be them. I wish I could have this woman. When there's plenty of women out in the world that you can get that are just as beautiful. They might not have the money, but they're just as beautiful. Social media is a cancer. Video games are a cancer. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm not sitting here, judging you guys on something, preaching something that I don't practice. Recently, in my journey, like, anybody who knows me knows I love playing video games. They know I love social media. And literally, I had to take a break from video games, bro. Like, I've gotten to the point where I probably played the game in the last week, maybe 2 hours. 2 hours in 1 week. Only on my off days for an hour after I did some producing. Now, what is producing, you may ask? Well, producing can be anything that provides value and doesn't provide instant gratification. More of a slow burn, something that you're going to build yourself, like mentally, physically. So, for example, on my off day, I'm waking up, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm praying, I'm reading a book. I go outside, I read a book. That's mental. You're building your mental right there. That's producing mental content. Instead of me getting information from TikTok, from a person I don't know, a person who probably did the research or didn't do the research. I'm reading and learning on things myself. I'm figuring out how to be a better me, how to communicate better. I'm studying people's habits. I'm studying anxiety. I'm just trying to learn all these different things. Also, I'm working out. I'm doing my push-ups. I'm doing my sit-ups. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing these different things that are going to produce a better me. Not consume me, not consume the better me, but produce the better me. Let me repeat that. We don't want to consume the better me. We want to produce the better me. We want to produce our best self. We want to learn skills. We want to learn trades. We want to avoid anything that's going to give that microwave effect. You know, the biggest reason why I feel like playing games, at least for me, why I had to tone down that, man, I would be playing games in one session. I would be playing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours sometimes even longer. Every time I play the game, no matter how high of the rank I get, no matter how far I get, no matter what I do, who I beat, what skill I unlocked, what ability I unlocked, I still felt an emptiness. I still felt like I wanted more. It only made me excited or happy for that little bit of time, and then I had to find something else. I had to go find the next game. Then you play everything that you want to play, and you get bored, and you're just sitting there like lost, like a lost puppy. You don't know what to do until the next cycle of games come out. And it's the same with TV shows. I love watching TV shows. But there has to be, we have to consume in moderation. Yes, I still watch TV. Yes, I still play video games, as you see, 2 hours within the last week. If that's not moderation, then I don't know what is. But the thing is that you have to make that sacrifice. Is it more important for you to get your sleep at night or to watch that show? Is it more important for you to wake up and get on your phone and watch a show, or get on, play the video game before you go to school, before you go to work? Or hit those push-ups, hit those sit-ups, cook your meal preps so you don't have to eat fast food, put the right things in your body. These are all things that, I'm actively trying to do for myself. And I want to, spread this information to you guys. Any young man in their 20s who's, trying to figure it out. I guarantee you will feel a lot better anxiety-wise, just mentally, physically, if you focus on getting your sleep and you focus on trying to be more of a producer than a consumer. You should have a split of 80-20. 80% of your day should be producing, 20% should be consuming. I'm not saying you can't enjoy the finer things in life. I'm not saying you can't get a little bit of dopamine here and there. But right now, all the rich people sit and laugh at us. All the big YouTubers, all the people who own the companies, the fast food places, who make the advertisements, who own TV shows, etc., media companies, music. They're laughing at us because they know all they got to do is drop the new thing, the new interesting thing, and that's going to get us hooked for another 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, whatever it may be. We're just putting more money in their pocket instead of trying to put money into our pocket, instead of trying to teach ourselves how to get in on some of this money, how to create generational wealth. You can't create generational wealth just sitting around doing nothing. And I know, some of you guys might sit here and say, okay, well, I like playing video games, so I'm going to stream like IShowSpeed. I'm going to stream like Ninja. I'm going to be the next Shroud. I'm really good at the game, or I'm entertaining. But what I will say is, that's cool. I mean, work to something, and, you don't want to do nothing. It's better to work to something than do nothing. But what I will say is, why do you want to pick the lowest paid niche that you can do on YouTube because it's easy, or because it fit, you can get the best of both worlds? Hey, I'm gonna get all these dopamine fixes, I'm gonna get my drug, and then I should be able to make some money. Well, guess what? YouTube actually rewards you if you have a skill. YouTube actually rewards you if you're talking about something of substance. If you sit here and you are teaching people how to create things, how to build things, how to do art, how to paint, all these different things, finances, technology, YouTube is rewarding people for that more than they're rewarding people for gaming. The only way you're making big money from gaming is if you have a big fan base, which is something that takes years and years and years to build. But this is how far society has gone. We want to find every easy route. We want to consume and make money. We want to say, hey, I want to sit at home and just play games all day, and I just want people to watch me because that's what I want to do. It's fun and I can make money. Instead of buckling down, we're supposed to be men. Men throughout history don't do anything easy. We're supposed to do things the hard way. We're supposed to set an example for our sons, for our brothers, for our nephews, and be the leader of the family. You can't do that if you take the easy way out every time, and you look for dopamine hits, and you look for instant gratification. You have to be willing to deal with the slow burn. When you go to the gym and you work out, you don't see results right away. You got to wait 3, 6, 9, 12 months until you start seeing your body change from eating right, from working out. And then you feel good. Then you worked at something and you really did something. When you read a book, you don't get instant gratification from reading one page. No, you got to read 200, 300, 400, depending on how big that book is. You got to read that. But once you finish reading that book, 2 things happen. You're going to get that slow burn effect. You're going to feel good. You're going to be like, man, I accomplished something. I completed something. And also you've learned skills from these books. Don't read fictional books. Don't read books that are about vampires and werewolves. I mean, you could do that in your free time. Learn a skill, learn a trade, get out the house and do something. We spend so much of our time playing and playing a virtual simulation of our real selves. Everybody's excited GTA 6 is coming out. You know why? Andrew Tate said the perfect thing. He said, everyone who loves GTA and is excited about that are the ones who emulate their life in GTA. Instead of getting up in the real world and making something of themselves, which is too hard to do, they want to take the easy route. So they get on GTA, they spend money for the shark cards, and they buy jewelry. They buy money. They buy the cars. They buy the clothes. Because it makes them feel good in that moment. It makes them feel like they're somebody on the game because they're not somebody in real life. Do you want to be somebody virtually, or do you want to be someone in real life? Do you want to keep consuming things that are meant to keep you down, keep you on the low part of the totem pole? Or do you want to get out in the world and explore and create and learn new skills and figure out different things? Instead of being a pest, instead of being a leech to the community, be a producer to the community. Be someone who helps and contributes to the community. As a man, you will thank yourself if you make this change. If you say, you know what, instead of me getting up every day and consuming, let me produce. Let me be different. Forget what your friends say, forget what the world says, forget what your family says. If it's weird to them, who cares? If you're working on yourself and you're trying to produce content and be a better man and be a better you, and they don't like it, that means you're doing something right, because they don't have the courage or the confidence to do it themselves. So they want to try to bring you down and bring you next to them. Don't fall for that trap. Think about your kids. Think about your future kids if you don't have any. Think about your future self. Everything you do today, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, if you're smart about it and you're productive about it, your future self is going to thank you. Everything that you do negatively, the consuming, the bad food, the bad habits, 15, 20 years down the line, your future self is going to hate yourself. It's going to hate you. You're going to look in the past and you're going to be like, why did I do that? Why didn't I make better decisions? So I want you guys to sit with that food for today. It's really food for thought. Like I said, this was on my mind. I've been thinking about this and talking to my brother about this for the last few days. So I'm like, might as well make a video and express my thoughts. And like I said, try to give some other advice and, to people. You guys need it. You guys deserve it. Nobody's perfect. You're not in this journey alone. It's not going to be easy. It's tough. But hey, I'm here for you. And I want you to be there for someone else. It's your boy J3.